Hi there, Friday night Gluebook friends. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you had a good week, and I hope you're going into the weekend feeling good and solid and calm and peaceful. We're going to do a Friday night spread because that seems to be, I don't know, where I get magnetized to. Coffee is amazing tonight. Absolutely amazing. I got myself a new teapot, which is one of those double ones that has the cup in the bottom and then the teapot that sits into the cup slightly and then the lid, and you brew your tea and pour it right in, and it's cute. It's got Peter Rabbit on the top. That was one of those thrift store finds that my daughter and I grabbed the other day. Oh my God, what a really just one of those trips where everything you get is just ends up being real good. So, okay, folks. Alright, so I decided to go with a vintage theme because I was looking at those pictures I showed you the other day. Where am I here? Okay, so a vintage theme. So we have a pile of stuff here. A pile of stuff. So we shall put these here to contemplate, to cogitate on. We'll put those right there. They're standing right there. Okay. Then I have these two advertisements or movie posters for yeah, two westerns. I think they came out of an old Life magazine. And then I have a cartoon for the Fuller Brush Man, and if any of you my age or remember the Fuller Brush Man, then you're old. Sorry. And I have a couple of pictures that are, cutesy, right? And I have a Marilyn. She and I share a birthday, so I love her. She did not kill herself. I'm just putting that out there. She was gorgeous, and that's the best vintage picture I could grab out of this calendar that she was just a sweetheart and smart. The woman had brains. Oh my God, she was one of those smart women I talk about in Hollywood. Her and Hedy Lamarr and Lucille Ball, just these people with incredible brains. There's another one of the vintage images. And a vacuum cleaner ad. This is the furniture I was looking at, but I'm not so sure. I hated the furniture. Like, people talk about vintage furniture and so on. Anything that looks like, let's say, Edward Scissorhands or Mad Men. Oh my God, no. I just hate it. I love the drawings and art and stuff, though. But the furniture, yuck. To me, it was just not the prettiest. I think that's a little older than what I'm looking at, but we'll keep him for a minute. That might be too new. More the 80s, perhaps. So, oh my God, is the 80s vintage? Could somebody tell me? That's like 40 years ago, and I just said that and had no idea whether it was vintage or not. Jeez, Janet. Are you kidding? I pulled this out. This is a collage page from one of my older books, and I pulled the page out. I think I could use some of that because it's pretty cool. Then I have a couple more of those larger cardboard drawings from that puzzle box thing. And this one, don't know. And this one, very Leave It to Beaver kind of era. And then this one, which I will definitely find a place for. So, this could be fun. A lot of babbling. I'm warning you right now. And then is that a Rolls Royce front? Is that a Rolls Royce? I don't know. Anyway, it's certainly a vintage car. So, we'll see if that's needed or necessary. And then I have this little itty bitty picture in case something needs covering. Okay, so that is what is available for this collage, so, or Gluebook session. This spread here, it's going to be vintage, so me babbling and vintage stuff, so decide if you want to go for it. Decide. Okay, moving beyond silly, we need to pick out something that I'm going to use for the background, because you know how I usually do that. And I don't know if I'm looking for a particular mood or anything. I just chose things that struck me as vintage, and I'm sorry, but vintage when I was 30 is different than vintage now. It's, of course it's different. So I'm feeling old, people. I'm feeling really old. Okay, so that might be a cool background, and then add to that. But this would definitely be a blast. Now, that one with the couple, there was a couple. There was, see, Marilyn, black and white and sepia are going to be part of a vintage page unless you stick with all black and white or all sepia. I think earlier in this book I did a black and white. It might have been the last magazine book. I did a black and white layout, and it was all black and white, not any tone, or maybe it was all sepia, but it was one or the other. So if I'm going to, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Arlo Guthrie, Woody Guthrie. Arlo was his son. Alright, so what's over here? We have some fun. I'm going to leave that fuller brush thing for now. But we have some fun, like this one kid thing that I showed you. Where is it? It's the kid in the, there it is. Now, wouldn't that be cute if I put this kid next to one of the Western poster ads? Like this kid with the Daniel Boone hat on and all the traps and stuff. He might be kind of fun next to one of those movie posters. We'll see. I'm not making any promises right now because I have no idea where this is going, honestly. None. And I know I say that a lot. I know I say, you know, have no idea what I'm doing here, or, you know, what I'm putting together. But this one, I don't know what this mood's going to be. No clue. Okay. So we've got Daniel Boone there. Daniel Boone. And we have the smaller of the Law of the Texan. All this crap keeps hanging on and hanging on. Unbelievable what's going on right now with you know, colds and flus and stuff. Even into these nice spring and summer months. It's nuts. Like if someone had told me this was going to be how it was in a few years, I wouldn't have believed you. And it's not just me, or I could understand maybe I'm not eating enough vegetables. Although, my daughter, you know, hates the fact that she can't get into vegetables the way I do. But it's everybody. I mean, the household just keeps getting sick, you know. I'm not sick now, it's just the cough. Just the cough, and thank God my granddaughter has stayed better now this time. And what are we going to cut out of these two? Is this a tear apart, or is it a cut? Would it look good torn? It actually might. It might. Let's try it first before we go cutting anything. Shall we? Alright, so up this way. Oh, I kind of like that with the torn edge. I do. I think we'll make sure that they sit next to the center fold. Oops. Okay. All right, so what have we got here? We've got a refrigerator and a Hoover. And of course, it's women showing off these things, so maybe I'll put the refrigerator over here with sort of the family in the kitchen, because they're obviously making something, huh? Obviously. Okay, so I don't sweep my floor from now until Sunday night, because for some reason I get a minor delight out of seeing all the clippings on my floor from all the stuff I do around the weekend. So, call me crazy. It's just my little thing. But I don't sweep up until Sunday night. I don't know, maybe it makes me feel productive. I don't know. This, that's so much the girls being taught. That is, yeah, that is definitely a vintage ad. Let's see if we can put that off. What year was Woody Guthrie? This is 1950s. So I forget one of the most popular songs that his son Arlo Guthrie did. I know it was popular when my sister was a teen, like 3.5 years older than me. So that was for sure. All right, so let's start putting some of this down, because I can't picture it when I keep, moving it around. Oh, this is going to be fun. Look at these. Oh, a swimsuit one next to the... Oh my goodness. The swimsuit one in the bay, sort of. Oh, that is dead cool, man. Oh, I've got two of them, so I'll use one of the full-size ones. What do y'all think? I think that could be cute as a bug. Cardboard, gonna be weird. It's definitely gonna be weird. Yeah, it's actually not light cardboard either. This was the packaging for those two jigsaw puzzle boxes. 1,000 pieces each. Oh my god. I'm gonna sit in the air conditioning this summer and do them. I'm not a big heat person. Although, it might be different this year. I've lost a lot of weight. So summer might feel different to me this year. I don't know. Don't know. Could be interesting. Worth a few blog posts, maybe. Oh, this is going to be cool. Okay. So, let's get this hooked up here. Yeah. Okay. We need to take the tiniest bit off this side. No, 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 ladies, stay over there. Thank you. Okay. Oh, my poor son-in-law, he's just choking up there. He has quite a cough still, too. It is what it is. What can you do? Oh, really? I moved that much? Are you kidding me? Come on, seriously? I didn't move that much. Alright, if you insist, we'll just turn the page. 'Cause now it's all gluey. Okay. Turn the page. There we go. Problem solved. See how easy that is, folks? Like in magazine conversions, it's so easy if you mess up to correct that mess. I mean, it is in the other books too, let's face it. It's all up to us. We are the directors and coordinators and costumers and everything of this production. But, you know, it's really nice to just glue a page over it or paint over it like I do with old canvases. Stuff like that. It's a nice way to be able to deal with stuff, is just to make it fresh again, you know? Seriously, I didn't cut enough off of that. So yeah, it's about, you know, to me, art is about you taking command of what you want to do. No matter how it turns out, it's your creation. And it doesn't matter what other people think. And it doesn't matter, you put it away for a little while if you don't like it, and you pull it out later at some point and you say, okay, do I like this or not? Yep, art is an individual thing. And I don't care how, excuse me folks, snotty those who think that they can judge art, or the only person that can judge art is the person looking at it. You know what I mean? Like each of us has our own judgment of something in front of us, and you can share it if you want, but it's still just an opinion on your taste. That's all it is, you know? And it's unfortunately because there are people who are incredibly sweet artists who may not have a style that someone else likes, or it may be a bit of a younger, fresher style, and they get scorned for it, or you know, talked down. It's just ridiculous. Art is so subjective. You know, I don't care how many years somebody goes to university for art history or art appreciation. It's still subjective. That's it. It's simply subjective. So, and when you use, that's why I'm big on using sketchbooks for, you know, a personal expression of whatever is on your art feed that day, you know, your personal brain feed that day. Throw it in your sketchbook. That's the place to do those things and feel good about it, and realize that you never have to show it to anybody. It's like a diary, you know. Some of my journals are incredibly private, and other ones are totally okay to go, you know, do flip-throughs and things. But I'm not willing to share, you know, the personal ones with anybody. And the same with the really personal sketchbooks. I have sketchbooks where I mean, it's just atrocious how bad I did some things. Just atrocious, you know. But lately meaning the last year or so, based on some things, like I said, that my family and I have found out, like the ADHD and so on, I don't rip those pages out very often anymore, the ones I don't like. I leave them there, and you're gonna laugh, but there's one I did, this weird octopus thing that didn't work out the way I saw it in my head at all in my sketchbook. And I had only done it in pencil, but beside it, what was it I wrote? Something about, I forget, but it's something about realizing that the octopus wasn't my thing right now, and being okay with it, and talking about being okay with it, and maybe I'll go back to it, but we're going to leave it to show me my octopus, you know. It's kind of a difference from not wanting to see it again, or pushing it out of my mind, or I don't know if you guys know what I mean, but you know. Oh, I'm even liking this already. I don't know. Maybe it was just time for a vintage spread. How far? Okay, so we're going to do the refrigerator somewhere here. And what else did we have? Oh, we had the couple. And we have a couple of advertisements. Let's cut this one out as well. Okay, so we have that guy, this guy, and then we have this young'un right here that I thought might look cute, you know, up with the youngsters. There's two of them there. So if we put one there, or this there, and that up there, I don't know. There's something about it I'm not liking. We could put him down the middle. No. Okay, what have we got here? What are we going to use here? We are going to use the full girl swimmer. So she will sit somewhere down here. And woot. Okay, so let's get her cut out first. See what we're dealing with. Alright, those things I will keep because there's stuff on them. I keep everything. It's really, really bad. Like I've got boxes of scraps and cutaways and oh my lord. I keep teasing my youngest. Well, she just turned 30. She isn't very young anymore. I keep teasing her about the fact that I'm leaving all kinds of craft stuff to sort through. My oldest and I chuckle about that because my youngest looks panic-stricken every time I bring more craft supplies home. So, yeah. my gift to you, darling, my inheritance to you. Or should she be up here? That's kind of cool. We need a Maryland picture. Which one is the question? A fun... Ooh, that would be good to go along the middle. Janet! That would be good to go right along the middle. Maybe down here. Oh, I like that. Okay. Here we go. Always remember to tear upward with the side you don't want the white border on. You'll always have one white border or whatever the background of the color is. one white border and one that looks like a nice tear. So always tear upward on the side you don't want the border. One of those life tips, you know? By the way, instant coffee makes an amazing paint or wash. I'm just telling you. For watercolor and stuff, it gives you these sepia tones, instant coffee. Whereas brewed coffee, I don't find quite the same sepia tone to it. So the instant coffee is amazing. It gives you a really beautiful range of those brown, tan, and sepia tones. Just FYI, I tried it last night and it's gorgeous. Gorgeous tones. Okay, so, oh, I like that. That's going to fit there perfectly. All right, so what's going to be above her though? One of the ads? One of those cowboy ads? Where'd I put it? Oh, come on. There it is. One of these. Huh. It almost looks like they go together. It's cute. We may need the longer one though. Where is it? There it is. Where is it? There it is. Buck Jones. Oh yeah, I like the coloring on that one better anyway. Actually, I like the coloring of the poster. All right, so let's place Mr. Jones. So, you know, a lot of it's weird. It's by feel. You know, I feel for the edges and turn it thusly. You know, thusly. But it's true. I do a lot of it by feel because I can't keep moving the book over to me or it's out of camera range. All right. Do 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 do. See, I'm singing the Leave It to Beaver song. Crazy. It's crazy. And yeah, I don't, for some reason, I don't like the Mad Men era at all. At least the first couple of seasons. I don't know how far they went. I didn't watch after that, but I don't know. I just don't like the style. Like my mother had one of those olive. The kitchen was olive, like olive green fridge, olive green stove, and a dishwasher at the time, which was, oh my god. But yeah, it was, and suites of things. All the bedrooms had a suite of furniture. The dining room was a suite of furniture, and so on. It was just, ugh. I hate those eras. I really do. It's not something I would ever. Now, Bohemian, that's a whole different story for me. Okay. This young boy, I think, is going to go up there. What else have I got? Doody 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 doody. All right. Does this fit there? Well, we have nothing to cover that with. So let's just see. I've run into this before. I can do this. I know it. I can do this. All right, let's get the fridge ad pasted down. The family ice box. My gran used to call it that. Even though it was an actual refrigerator fridge brand, the brand. itself was Frigidaire, whatever it was. I guess it was Frigidaire. I guess. Okay. Yeah, that works. All right, now, what do we got? Do we want Swimming Girl over? Nope, that doesn't suit that side at all. So we have Woody Guthrie and Marilyn or the couple. I'm thinking I'm going to take more off the sides of this one, but I'm thinking Marilyn would look good there. So I'll figure out a way to cover that spot. I had a whole, I don't know, 12 or 14 minute video all done ready early this morning, and I erased it somehow. I deleted it from the file. Miss Monroe, you are so pretty. Okay, there we go, lady. We're gonna fit that part in first, even though I hate putting you in the crease. Yeah. And seriously, if you can, there's two methods you can go. If you can't keep a box of wet wipes or baby wipes without the oil or lotion base, just the plain ones, if you can't keep a box of those in your studio or your crafting area, take a roll of toilet roll. I use it for my nose, so don't judge me. Take a roll of toilet roll and put it in like a plastic container, like a Tupperware container or whatever, and wet it with a little mixture of water, distilled water or boiled water, and a little tiny bit of alcohol. Just the merest, like a capful or two, and keep it saturated. You can take the center out if you want, but you can unroll the tissue, and it works well in a studio. A studio. Okay, so where do we want this? I definitely want this included. Isn't that funny? But I want her included. Oh, yes, that works for me. I'm going to take a little more off of her because, like, I can't mess up this background, right? It's already in there. So we're going to take a little bit more off of her. I don't want to fussy cut her because her background is kind of part of the fun, part of the retro look and feel of herself, you know. Okay, so this totally works. Totally. Okay, this I'm going to have to use one of my glue books for because it's big and cardboard and won't bend. Won't bend. So here we go. Maybe I should use liquid glue on this. I don't know. Let's see if this holds it. We'll see. Okay, looks like there's full coverage there. Ooh. I like that. She's very heavy cardboard, so I am going to let that sit for a minute under the magic marble slab. Yes, folks, this little slab of marble that my friend was redoing her countertop and gave me, and it's perfect. That and rice bags. Okay, so I'll be back in a minute. Okay, been about 10 minutes, or at least long enough to refill my coffee. So, but with cardboard, sometimes you have to get kind of super extreme on the heaviness just to keep it down. And yes, that's stuck beautifully. Okay, so, do we want more on there? I want to put her right here. Perfect. I don't even know who this is. I should. I think she was an Italian actress, maybe. I don't know. Now, a lot of pictures of old movie stuff I got from this book, which I converted into, it's old, 2016. You can see the tape marks and stuff. And it was in this book. And what it is an old, like movie guide. It's got all these movies in it, and so I converted it. And I'm going to do, there's not a whole lot done in there, but it's so funny. It's so old, and I'm going to do a flip through of it real quick sometime tomorrow and post it. Okay, there we go. She covers that spot beautifully. This whole thing I'm really kind of liking, and I don't know if I want to add any more to it, to be honest with you. Even the boy, I guess yeah. I don't know. The boy or the couple? It's more an advertisement than like actual vintage picture. That's the only thing that bothers me. Is it's like a modern try-in, like remake. I think I'm gonna paste the little guy in here. I really do. I hope you know what I mean. I mean, it's a cool picture. And if I was doing like a modern sort of faux vintage thing, I might use it. But to me, it looks almost too modern for what we're doing here. If that makes sense. Oh, went too far. I have to wipe that off. Yep. Okay. So, I have the perfect piece of text. What do you think? How's that? I think it's perfect. Now, it's just where do I want to put it? Do 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 do. Right there. That's where I want to put it. All right. Sorry this is such a long one tonight, folks. You know, y'all know that you can skip through and fast forward some. I mean, don't do it too often. But doody do do. Nope. Do do do. Oh, there we go. All right. All right, folks. Thank you so much for joining me and having some fun with vintage stuff tonight. Here's a closer look at what you helped me create. There we go. I like that. I love the way it turned out. Thank you. Have a fantastic weekend. Like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. Bye.